Good evening, everybody. Well, it doesn't matter what time it is, it's just December 1st. Uh, you know, I'm sorry, but something funny kind of crept up all of a sudden. In today's mail, Jerry got a package, and I looked at it and I went, well, I can tell just by the shipping label, as in the address to come here, was all wrong. You know, the the mannerism of the label that was printed up, and I'm pretty sure it was printed up by the mental health department, or basically, hold on a second. Um, the Department of Health and Human Services, National Institute of Mental Health, NIH. And it's kind of funny as I'm looking at it going, okay, I know we didn't order it, but it was kind of like somebody's wasting their time, somebody's wasting resources, and I just, it's just one of those, okay, well, either somebody's trying to assist us with one aspect or another of our life. But I looked at all the pamphlets that were in there, a bunch of different pamphlets having to do with various mental health issues. Now, there's a lot of them we didn't even need because we don't have kids, things like that. And I'm just kind of like, I know I didn't order it. I know Jeri didn't order it, because if Jeri ordered it, she would have had our address, our address information correct. But I'm just kind of like, okay. And I was looking through some of the pamphlets, and I just went, okay, maybe it was a help. Maybe it was some sort of benefit, because I'm just going to point them out. One of the pamphlets is borderline personality disorder. And I looked at it and went, okay, yeah, that fits me. I have some of those issues and whatnot. So I kept it to read through it. And then there was this hyperactivity disorder for adults. And I went, I don't even have to read through it. I know I probably need to read it anyhow, because I have hyperactivity. Then there was post-traumatic stress disorder. And I went, well, I don't have a classic PTSD, but because of Hurricane Sandy, I have certain issues when it comes to rising water, flood issues, storms that look like it could cause major problems. And okay, this one I'm not gonna be able to use because I know Espanol. I do not speak Spanish. And this was all in Spanish, and it's for depression. And I just kind of went, okay, nope, didn't realize that. I don't even think they have one in here for depression in English. Let me just read through it real quick, and then I'll talk about that one. Let's see here. Helping children and adolescents cope with disaster. Obsession compulsive disorder. When unwanted thoughts or behaviors take over. Maybe I should read that one. I just realized what that one is all about. I just kind of went, oh yeah, I might want to look at that one. Obsessive compulsive disorder. I do have some minor. That's depression in women. That's depression. That's chronic illness and mental health, recognizing and treating depression. Okay, this one I do need to read. So yeah, all but maybe 3 or 4 of them might, may help me. But this last one I looked at went, I wonder if I should have it checked out just because of the way I feel. And that one is bipolar disorder. And the reason why I said maybe this one is because of the way my mood swings can really be like sometimes out of control, chaotic, and just out of the blue. But I was just at first I was kind of like, why are we getting this package? Why is Jeri getting this package? Well, after opening it up and looking at it, I'm like, because Jeri said, go ahead and open it. Of course, Jeri was just kind of made faces like, I know Jeri's faces, and most of her faces were like, I don't need this information. I already know what my problems are. I'm like, okay. If you feel that way. Because I know what most of my problems are, but sometimes I don't always understand them. So, but anyhow, other than that piece of mail that we got today, she's got a small pile of mail, and most of it I haven't opened it. I've just gone through it and went, I know Jeri's going to throw that away. That's junk mail. Recycle, until this one kind of rolled through, and I just kind of went, first off, just the factor of who it's addressed to or how it's addressed to Jeri is just like, no, I know that's wrong. But obviously, just by the return, not the return address label, the mailing address label. If this person did it via the internet, which anybody can do via the internet, if they've got a name, an address, and a zip code, they can put anybody down on any mailing list, which I think is like, all you're doing is wasting paper when you send it to somebody who doesn't care about it because it's just not of their interest, or they feel it's not important. So all the person is doing in most cases is wasting their time, the resources of the internet, the resources of the paper, basically causing the sender, the people who are getting conned into sending the information to whomever, wasting their time and their resources. I just think it's like, what are you doing? You trying to flood my house with nonsense that is just going directly into the garbage or into recycling? You ain't wasting my time, because I just kind of look at it and go, yeah, garbage. Unless I know it's an official piece of paperwork or something that was, requested by myself or Jeri Ann, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of just space. And it's not really a waste of my space, it's a waste of space in the recycling center or a landfill. All you're doing is making things worse for yourself and the planet around you. And I don't mean just your personal space on this planet, but the planet in general. But anyhow, enough with that. I have an update on Jeri for those of you who either A, do not watch her channel, or B, just want to hear the perspective of another person on her. Early this morning, like 10, about thereabouts, I got a call from St. Louis. And because of what's going on with Jeri, any calls that are coming in from the St. Louis area, or it comes up as, if I know the number and I put it in my phone book and add a note to it. But it was Jeri Ann's, I guess you call him a caseworker, called me up to tell me how things were going with Jeri and check up on progress around the house of what we're trying to do, and did we get a ramp. And Jeri had told me today, before I made this video, to just measure the space in the door and let her know, because she can look up online to see if there's anything cheap or cheap or inexpensive to basically get through Amazon or some other medical supplier or something like that for either a temporary ramp or, as Emily suggested, basically it comes looking like a suitcase, and you fold it out and becomes a ramp for her wheelchair. Of course, part of my brain was like, well, let's see here. I'm not very good at doing the job, but I'm pretty sure if I did the measurements and maybe got somebody to come out and help me, I can build a ramp. But she doesn't want something built. She wants something temporary that she can, once she's done with it, fold it up and either resell it or, whatever. So I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. I don't care. The only person I'm really worried about when it comes to Jeri and a ramp is how easy is it going to be for Mom to walk up and down the ramp without issues. Because me, I don't care. I'll use it. I'll walk up it. I'll go around to the front door. I don't care, as long as I can get into my house. Heck, if my Arcadia door had a locking system that I can use a key on, I'd go through the Arcadia door. I have no problem as long as I can get into my house without having to climb over anything. And I don't think I'll have to climb over a ramp and that kind of thing. But according to her caseworker, she's doing excellent and whatnot. So by the time the 9th or something like that rolls around, she'll be able to come home with no problems. They've been practicing with climbing in and out of a car. She just showed me her thumbs. Her thumbs are starting to look like they're getting calluses, or they're like kind of red from using, learning how to use a wheelchair. And I'm like, you're not, something's wrong, because I don't know very many people who have their hands turn weird, a bright, like a brighter pink than normal, or even reddish. Calluses, maybe, but maybe the changing of the skin color on her thumbs is part of the process of getting calluses on her thumbs for using the wheelchair. So it's all new territory when it comes to that. So I'm just happy that she's doing so good. I mean, I'm happy that the caseworker is not only satisfied but ecstatic. Or is that the right word? Ecstatic. Anyhow, the caseworker is very happy with her progress and whatnot. There's a minor downside, and it's gonna force me to do what I think is necessary. And I don't want to use the word force, because it's not like anybody's forcing me to. It's more like I might have to. I don't know. My loving sister-in-law, Julie, while she went home and I'm kind of glad this happened while she was at home, because then she'd have the access to the military, not military, access to the medical needs that she needs. The other day, or this morning, can't remember if Jeri told me it was Monday or today. She was rushed to the hospital because she could not feel her left leg. And I'm somewhat concerned because of the factor, did Julie push herself too much while she was here? Did she do something while she was here that caused her a problem with her left leg? Don't know. So we don't know if Julie's going to be back before the 9th, or capable or able to come back by the 9th. I have no way of getting a hold of her, because if I did, I'd be like, "You stay home until you're healed. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to, do things with Jeri." If Jeri's been as capable and doing as much as she has been with the rehab, excuse me, the only thing I'll have to worry about is helping her get into her cage, or whatever you want to call it, so she can sit up, because the doctors don't want her to sit up, don't want her to sit up more than 30 degrees due to her spine and the problems it's giving her or causing her, or could very well be very bad. Right now, they don't want to do any more operations or anything like that until her right leg and hip area heals. So there's a lot going on, and I know I have roughly about 2 weeks before my next extended vacation. Basically, the winter break that all schools have. So it'd be like 2 weeks of her, either me getting up as early as possible, without causing any too much sleep depravity, to help her get her bodice on before I go to work. That's the only thing I'm concerned about, really, is being able to get her situated where she'll be able to do whatever she can by herself while I'm off at work. Because I'm not 100% sure what mom will be capable of doing for Jeri, to get her up and about, basically. So that's some of the things I have to deal with Jeri. The other good thing, well, I don't know if I'd call it a good thing, I'm kind of like on the fence, is come Monday, we're supposed to get a inspector to come out and look at situations here at the house. So I'm not gonna start today, because I had a rough day, basically. So I wanted to relax today. I need to do certain things before I can think about doing big stuff. Sorry, parts of me is feeling depressed. Parts of me is feeling exhausted. In fact, I was so tired when I got home, I actually laid down, set a timer for like 30 minutes to just try to recoup some energy. I ended up falling asleep for an hour. I think when the half hour alarm went off, I accidentally hit snooze instead of turning it off, which I'm glad I hit snooze, because otherwise, I don't know what time I probably would have woken up at like 2 a.m. in the morning going, "Oh crap, I screwed myself up." But all the stuff that's going on right now, it's let's just say that I'm happy in one moment and worried and depressed in the next moment. Hence, I think, even though I'm complaining about the person who sent this stuff, part of my brain is going, maybe it arrived in a timely manner. Because who knows how much of this information is going to be beneficial, and who knows how much of it's going to be like, yeah, okay. Last thing I need to be doing is seeing not that I don't mind seeing the psychiatrist or anything like that, but I just don't need to see my regimen of medication and vitamins and all that get jacked up to the point I need a bigger medicine box, or whatever you want to call that daily thing that I use every day. But I'm just, yeah, not 100% ready for the inevitable, but at the same time I realize we don't know when our numbers are going to get punched, but even though Jeri's doing great progress with rehab, she can't take her chemo pills until her surgical wounds are healed, and the doctor gives her the okay to take the medication. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, the longer she's off this medication, the worse things get. And the worse things get, the harder it's going to get. And yeah. Anyhow, so now I have to plan to take the 9th off of work so I can drive out there the night of the 8th after work, spend the night at my Aunt Sue's house. Hope I get there without too many problems. And then pick her up on the 9th and drive back here to Rolla. And she was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll help you navigate to get home. I don't know if that's worse or better, because I don't know. Just means on the way up there I have to stop someplace to eat dinner. Get to Aunt Sue's house. See if I can, I don't know. I'll figure it out. And I'll try to keep everybody posted. But that's what's been going on lately, and I'm both happy and sad at the same time. Happy that she's getting better, but sad that not that I want Julie to come rushing back to Rolla or back to Missouri just because of Jeri, but I'm sad that Julie's having to have to go through her problems, and hoping it wasn't something that happened here that caused the whole downgrade. But anyhow, all of a sudden I don't know what I'm saying because my brain is shutting off. My brain is just not here. Anyhow, like I said, I will try to keep you guys updated on what's going on. It may not be every day, but it will be as many days as I possibly can muster up. So until next time, I'll see you guys around. You know what to do down here. You guys have a good day. Bye.